Hello and welcome. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for your patience. This is a tutorial on how to put your OSM OpenStreetMap uh, onto your Garmin. This works with an older Garmin, but I believe it would work with newer Garmins also. In fact, our Garmin is quite old. It is an Etrex Legend CT. Um, Sorry, I'm not very good at multitasking here. I'll make this kind of quick. Hopefully, I would. Hopefully, people show up. Hopefully, people see this. Um, I would like to show that there's going to be a couple things that we're going to need to do. So the very first thing is we're going to have to download some software, or actually the map itself. So without further ado, I will attempt to do this properly. I am doing a slight promotion for our son. If you want to just Google Callum versus cancer, you'll come up with all kinds of stuff. Please, if you have the heart, go to the GoFundMe page and just take a look at our story. It's all there. We are on EllenTube. He was actually back on the 3rd. He was up there on the hashtags for Twitter. There's our commercial brought to you by our son, well, myself, for our son. He was diagnosed with cancer last year. So we're going to have to go to this site right here, garmin.openstreet.nl. That's NL. So you go here. It's a little confusing at first. I have not experimented too much with this. I've left it at generic routable. And I simply just go here, let's just say North America. And let's see. There's a good chance that I have no clue where to go here. So I'm just going to say Idaho. Why not? Right? So we're going to slide this on down. Now, you'll notice that the map automatically highlighted all of Idaho here. But it also includes regions in Montana, Alberta, British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, okay, all those surrounding states, okay? And this would be the same. I guess I'm being a little ahead of myself here, because let's go back to the top here, and we'll just choose North America. Okay. I apologize for going around in a circle here. If anybody's there, you can go ahead and key up your mic and let me know. If you aren't in the room, you can post a comment on YouTube right now, or you can click the join link and join me, and we can speak openly, and I can answer questions directly. Okay, so back to this page. To scroll down, this is the entire world. These are different regions. Some regions haven't been mapped yet or I guess they're just large regions. I haven't explored this that thoroughly yet. So, to go back to what I was doing, you can define by different regions. I'm just going to arbitrarily choose Idaho. My load times are very slow for this laptop. Now, like I was mentioning, Idaho entirely is and surrounding area regions are highlighted for download by default. And you can click here and go download map. You can also go here to manual. Okay, I'll just go ahead and do it. Click this, and you can reset selection, and then you can manually click in regions that you want. The problem with doing this is you have to enter an email address, and it will email you your map shortly. I prefer to go ahead. Data on my laptop isn't as important as data on my computer. So or on my GPS, I apologize. I'm a little frizzled. But here, so we'll go back to Idaho with the default selected, and I'm going to hit download map. Now, this all depends on what kind of system you have. Apple, you can use your little icons, but Mac platform, I'm using Windows, so obviously I'm hitting Windows, and it'll automatically download. Now this is going to take a while because I have a slow system, and it's 82 megabytes. So this is what I want to show you right now is what you are going to see when this is done. And my base map wasn't opened already. Perhaps I'm going to check here and see if anybody showed up yet. I believe no one has. That's excellent. Okay. I'm sorry for this dead air. So I would like to point out at this point, I did learn how to do this from someone else. I'm going to have credit to them on the comments after the video here. I'm so sorry. My program is now not responding, but now opened. Okay, so this is downtown Denver in Colorado. I just wanted to give you an example while that other one's still loading there of this is what you would see with the normal base map of BaseCamp. If you click here, this is the one that I've downloaded recently. This is all the detailed data that you can receive, and you can actually get this on your GPS, which I will show you on the GPS. I need to try to keep this as short as possible, but I want to be thorough. So I'm going to go back to here. This should be done. Oh my goodness, 3 minutes left. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the Hangouts. I apologize for all this confusion. I'm going to stop presenting to everyone. I'm going to use my cell phone to call in to this Google Hangout. Okay, now I'm going to do this so I can show myself plugging in the GPS into the laptop. Okay, you should have it running now. And I'll switch this and present to everyone. Okay. For any geocachers who are watching, I'm going to be giving away a trackable number that you can discover. So, this is my old Garmin. I apologize for the extremely bad cell phone reception. Hopefully, we'll be able to get this across. Let's I did not test this before. So there we go. There's an idea of a base map area of downtown Denver with very little information. Now on the back of my Garmin, I have a I have a USB port, which I will be putting in right here. All right. So since anybody's here and I have a few moments, here is the travel bug number. It's X as in X-ray, 7, Y as in Yankee, C as in Charlie, 8, 2. All right, there's a special discoverable travel bug. Okay, so that's how you would plug in your GPS. And one last thing here, I want to show you the detailed information on this. So I go like that. Now, you can see what kind of detail there is on my old Garmin. Same area. Sorry, I'm trying to zoom in and let it calculate. This is actually going way down. I actually have buildings, details, and things like that now. It does slow down my old Garmin, but it's well worth it, especially going to places that you've never been to before. So, to finish up, this is how we do it. Thank you for my cell phone. And I'm still broadcasting. I'll go back to sharing the screen. And so you click your generator. Smart window protected me, thank you. All right. Oh no. Oh no. I don't remember where. Okay. It had to have gone to my downloads. There we go. Oh, thank you. So it went to my downloads. You get a file like this. You do have to install it. I'll go over that process here. Should only take a few moments. Okay, I've seen this before, and this is a little weird to me, but I got curious and clicked more info. Now, I believe that this is a Windows 8 type of thing, but when you click more info, you can click run anyway. I don't know how other OS systems work, but I would imagine that there'd be some kind of authentication or administrator type of acknowledgement. User control. Go into it. It's actually quite quick, even on this very slow and very taxed computer. All right. I don't believe it's done yet, but it might be. I'm going to go ahead and start by showing you how to make this more detailed. This is base map. So you once you've already downloaded and you've ran the install program, which we are trying to do right now, you go here to Maps, and you go and you select your new map. And there you go. That's the exact same thing that I have on my GPS. It's scalable and everything else. Okay, so I'm going to close BaseCamp right now, and I'm going to choose English for my language. So when you run your installer program, this is what you come up with, and you click OK. Welcome to OSM Routable US ID, which stands for Idaho. Each region that you download by default comes with this. So you click Next. You make sure you read everything, and then you click Agree. You can download this anywhere you want. I prefer to take it straight to my desktop, which is really easy to do. It's a self-contained file, and it just chugs along. It does take a few minutes to unpack, and we are just going to go ahead and check this out 100% in BaseMap. To do that, we're going to have to restart BaseMap. So I'm going to go back to here and show that this is scalable, also routable, as you would want to with your BaseMap. This is just really cool. It's very helpful. Now, I have limited regions outside of, let's say, Colorado. So when we get over here to the Kansas state line, which will be somewhere over here, it's going to be back down to normal BaseMap. Oh, okay, so it doesn't even show it. It doesn't even show my OSM map. Interesting. Now, in theory, you could download all the maps, all the regions, and use a free BaseMap. So, having said all that, we'll go over here to Idaho, and we'll preview what I like. And I would imagine there's not too many big cities, so we'll go with the typical Boise. And I'll go in more. Okay, now that's going to be just a regular base map that I have in BaseCamp of Boise. All right, close this out. I'm going to let this finish installing here. And perhaps I'll check to see if anybody else is showing up or if there's any comments. I see no comment tracker. Go into Infinity. And here, we'll go back down to here. Little commercial here while this finishes loading. It shouldn't take too terribly long. I wish there was a way to pause this and start it back up. So basically, when you get all done, you want to connect your GPS to your computer and go to BaseCamp. And then you want to go to Maps. And in that selection, you want to choose Install Maps. This is our son Callum. He was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia last year. He means everything to us. I think this computer is very taxed. So in promotion of shortening this video very quickly, I'm attempting to open BaseCamp again. I hope someone bears with me this entire time. And perhaps one day I will learn to make a better video. I kind of have run out of things to say. Oh, it's done. Yay! Maybe BaseMap will, or BaseCamp will actually open up here. For all those who are staring at my screen, I enjoy using Blender. Blender 3D, it's a CAD program. You can make videos, still images, animations, games. GIMP is very good. It's like Photoshop, but for free. Audio C is wonderful. You get to make your own free music. This is for geocaching. This is a great way to explore the universe. Autodesk 123 Catch is wonderful. You take a series of photos of an object, you put it in here, and it'll make a 3D model of it. It's quite impressive. And then BaseCamp is showing up here, and our dog is upset. She's whining because she sees our son outside playing right outside the door. So here's Boise. Hopefully this version loaded. We'll go to Maps, and it did not load. And it's because I opened BaseCamp before the installing program was done. Okay, so unfortunately, everybody's going to just have to wait a little longer. From what I know of, there is no way to refresh BaseCamp internally. So yeah, I just close and reopen it. I'd also like to point out that geocaching is so awesome, and we are so excited that Make-A-Wish Foundation has granted our son a wish, and we have a meeting with them tomorrow to find out what he wants to do for his wish. But I can guarantee you there will be geocaching involved. So please, BaseCamp, open up. I'm going to stop the screen sharing in hopes that maybe it will go a little quicker. If you're watching, you can go to the comments section, type in a comment, and say how poor of a video this is. Or you could just wait one moment because BaseCamp just opened. And a little patience goes a long ways. Share my screen. Sharing the screen. Open BaseCamp. Opening BaseCamp. Boise. This is a typical map of Boise. Go to Maps. You go right here to USID. Click. Well, that's like an epic failure here. Ah, it didn't fail. Look at that. Yes, I've never even been there, and I'm excited about Eagle Island State Park. Wow, I need to go there. Let's just zoom in just to show how much detail's on there. It does get quite extensive, quite confused. Aren't familiar with OSM maps. At this point, you plug in your GPS, providing you have enough space on your GPS. You would go to Maps. My computer's still running slow, I apologize. So you go to Maps, you go to Install Maps. From this point, Garmin install pulls up, which I believe is the default. Okay. If not, you can go to Garmin, map install. Your device will be found on here. My device is not found on here, of course. It will be in just a moment. So you go to Maps. You go to Install Maps. I found my Garmin. Click Continue. This is the fun part. Right. You can actually choose the regions at this point of what you want to download. And it tells you how much space you used up and how much space you have. So you can go like that. Or, you know, let's say you're planning on working over there. It is a right click in order to get rid of a selection and a left click to highlight. Now this can take quite a while. Just a second. Someone's knocking on my door. What do you need, buddy? Okay. All right. Thank you. Sorry, folks. That was my son delivering the mail to me. So I'm going to just leave it really simple. You can select all the items or whatnot, but I don't have much room. You hit continue. Regions are prepared. This could take hours. Are you sure? Install. I'm not going to make you guys wait hours. To be honest, it didn't take that long, but I wasn't recording and everything. So at this point, when you're all set and done, your GPS will be this kind of detailed map. I apologize for everybody who has who has watched this. I hope the information is used very well to do your geocaching or to find out where you are, where you've been, how you've been there. Once again, I would love for people to discover this trackable. It is X7YCH2. And again, if you hashtag Callum vs. Cancer, if you Google Callum vs. Cancer, if you type cancer with a C, that's okay. You will still find our son, Callum. To the people who are viewing, if you want to make a comment or if you want to join right now, I can answer a question while I'm still online. All you have to do is type a comment into the YouTube, or you can click the join area. I think I've covered pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. It's taken much longer than I was anticipating. So thank you all very much for watching. to the viewer, my one single viewer out there. I'm going to stop the broadcast, but I'll still be here to answer any questions.